Alright YouTube, hey, this is your boy GB Reviews Everything. What I want to do today, and I know you can't really see me, so I'm going to put my face in the video. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to review for you the Audi A6 2.0 TSF Quattro. We're going to talk about a little bit about the features and how big it is and how it compares to my RS7. The reason that I have this car to kind of review for you today is I had that rant in the previous video about my tires getting burst, so I want to show you kind of a different perspective from a different car. With that, let me switch to the video. So first thing I want to do is I want to let you see this. This is the again, the Audi A6. Very nice. It's in Florett silver. It's a very nice vehicle, and this one has actually the options of the 20-inch wheels, which I think actually put pretty nice on this. Because it's the 2.0, it doesn't have the supercharged engine. It's the S-Line badging on it. So it has S-Line badging in the doors and in the door sills. If you look at the size, so in the car right now, my oldest son is sitting in the car, and he's about 6'1", and he's sitting in the driving style that he would sit in. So that's about the comfort level of someone who's 6'1". And then if you look at my other son, he's about 6 feet. Are you cool, Mika? Yeah. You got enough space? Yeah. It's a little tight, right? It's not too bad. Gabriel, put it where you would normally sit.
All right.
So he's moving a little bit to where he normally sits. And if you look at someone who's 6'1", the way he would normally sit, you got enough space? You cool?
Yeah.
So he's cool. Mika's in the back, cool. And so it actually is a pretty good car for what you're going to get. I'll break down some of the other options that it has. So it has front heated seats, and it's a nice kind of ride. They got the pipes kitted out. It's very interesting the way the pipes are. I'm going to go in closer so you can see the exhaust on it is actually a flat exhaust. So it's not what you would normally expect. But it's actually a pretty cool looking car. The Audi special rims, the 20-inch rims, come with Audi stem caps, which I think are really nice. The brake calipers are just your regular brake calipers, just black, nothing really special. The car is, I drove it. It's actually a moderately quick car on the road. One of the things I do like about it is that it is very similar on the inside to my car. Hey Gabriel, can you crank it up real quick? What you do is I'm gonna have you rev the engine just a little bit so we can hear the exhaust. So rev the engine. Go ahead, Gabriel. If you notice, the engine is a little. Rev it one more time, Gabriel. If you rev it, it's a little underpowered, so it doesn't really do a lot. But let's go check out the inside. So with the Audis, you know, the Audi just is at the top of the game when it comes to doing interiors. And if you look at the interior of this car, this is super, super nice. I mean, you notice the birch wood grain, you notice birch wood grain in the doors. Again, the headliner, everything is nice. It doesn't have the Alcantara headliner, but it has this cloth headliner, which is actually not too bad. I mean, it's pretty cool. If you look at my son, like I said, he's 6'1". His headroom is cool. The 6'1" in the back, I mean, his hair is kind of big, but his headroom's cool. I guess if you put product in your hair, if you had a light colored top, it'd mess up your interior. But I like it. This has the maps in the middle center console, and you can close this. Gabriel, can you switch it to switch this over, and then it'll go to the virtual cockpit. Keep going where it goes to maps. So this is the updated version. It's a 2018. It has the kind of the virtual cockpit. If he scrolls in and out, you can have the map here, so you don't really have to put this up, but you can put your MMI screen up. So basically, it'll dual screen it. So I'll just show you that a little bit. It'll dual screen it. As you know, this car, like I said, it's a 2.0 engine, so it only has 180 on the dash. So it's not, it's quick because of the way Audi has tuned it, but it's not like super fast. So you're not, if you're looking for luxury, this is the car to get. It's actually quite luxurious. This is the low end of the Audis A6s. You can go to a 3.0 engine, which is the Prestige, and you can have a Prestige Plus. And so those engines are actually quite nice. And they come supercharged. Anyway, the seats are nougat brown, which is not too bad. I'm not really feeling the two-tone, but that's just something that some people like to do. Anyway, with that, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go look at the engine. So now we're gonna go look at the engine real quick. The engine is like your basic standard Audi fare. It's a 4-cylinder engine, and it's pretty cool. You know, Germans cover up everything, but it's very quiet running. So if you want something that's nice and simple, driving in the car, the cockpit is actually really quiet. It is an all-around just nice car. Now the things that I'll tell you that it doesn't have, but these are options that you can get. You can get the Audi cruise control with stop and go, which is very similar to what you've seen in some of the other Audis. You can get the heated rear seats, which is a cold weather package, and then you can get some other sports options. And again, probably the best upgrade that you can get is the supercharged engine. But this is actually a quite nice car. All right, that's the end of my video. As you can see, this is my loaner car. It's nice. It's a cool little car. It's, you know, powered enough to get you around the city. Has enough luxury items or luxury options that actually you would like to drive it around. My kids think it's comfortable. It's no street machine, like, you know, killing things on the street, but it is a cool car. It's about $54,000. The folks at Audi of Tysons were cool enough to let me borrow this, and again, shout out to the folks at Audi of Tysons. This is your boy GB Review out. The one option I forgot to mention is the Audi rings that the door displays. That is literally, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I love it. So I want to throw that in at the end just so you can see in darkness how the Audi rings come up. I mean, like, that's super clear. I mean, let me put my foot underneath so you can see. Like, that's crazy. So Audi's taking it to the next level. I think all the other competitors are going to have to try to catch up. Anyway, GB out. Final recap. Birch wood inlays throughout the car. Standard MMI navigation screen. Virtual Cockpit light, which is new on all the Audis. Bose premium sound system, which is great. Then you have standard headroom from people 6 foot and above. You have handwriting recognition in your MMI in the center console. The center console, again, is kind of standard amongst the Audis, so if you're familiar with the Audis, all the navigation, the buttons, and the controls are familiar. Again, showing you a little bit about the Birch inlays and leather inlays in the door. Very nice. And then you see the 2.0 4-cylinder motor. This comparison with my motor is a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8. And then you have, again, the motor showing the differences with the covers off. This is pretty different in terms of what you're going to get in terms of performance. And then finally, looking at the Audi lights from the door sills. This is a new addition to the new Audi line, so it's kind of a fancy addition. I wish I had it. It's actually pretty cool when you get out of your car at night. Anyway, comments below. Let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.